So this is the time of the year that we get our horses started. Everybody wants to get on them and go. But to me, you've got to have some good groundwork, so that way there's some boundaries when you saddle them for the first time. I like to be able to get them to walk, trot, and lope on a lunge line, stop, change directions. So that way if things start going south when we put the saddle on for the first time, I've got a way to redirect their feet and redirect their mind. My goal when I start a horse is that they never buck. So to me, when you're starting your horse, start them out just like you would when you're gonna ride them. Don't put some rinky-dink saddle on. You're gonna end up riding it. Make sure that the saddle fits the horse and then go from there. The other thing is have a good quality saddle pad, one that's not all sweated, matted up, and nasty and hard. This one here is nice and pliable, fleece line, canvas top, and we're about ready to put the saddle on Lucy for the first time. So I'm not going to go into a lot of detail of this, but before I get started with this process of saddling, I'm definitely going to have good quality halter and lead rope. To me, this knotted rope halter, stiff knotted rope halter, you can't beat. It is the best tool there is. Along with this 13-foot lead rope with the snap. The snap is crucial too to the balance of this and the aid that it gives you when you're working with these horses. It's all about feel and timing. As I said before, some of the things I want my horse to do before I attempt to put the saddle on, I want to be able to get them to walk, trot, and lope on a lead line. You need to be able to change direction. Be able to back up. Just be able to lead compliantly. Just stand patiently. So I would say she's checked those boxes, so let's go ahead. Started. Wipe all this dirt on. Start with getting up here with the saddle pad. I always like to keep this rope, tail of it behind me. Put the rope in your rope holder here. You know where that's at? We're just going to see what Lucy does here. don't expect a lot. She's just kind of a quiet little horse, so anyways, we'll just kind of desensitize her here. Move that around. Good with that. And we'll just kind of do the same thing with our saddle here. Just kind of move it around. Down, up. Just flip it up on her. Move it around. Don't treat them any different than you would your adult horse. Don't sneak around trying to get stuff done. Do stuff with a purpose. Come over this side, let things down. Notice I'm always keeping that rope over my arm so I know where it's at all times. Now right here's the trickiest part of the whole deal. Getting your saddle cinched up. Once you start this latigo into your girth, you're committed. You want to hurry up, get through this. I don't have an idea, and you know where that needs to go to. Reach back here, and I don't put my back girth on tight the first couple saddling because I just want them to get used to the feel of this. Nice and easy. If I can, I'm going to rock it. With this mare, I know that she's pretty calm, so I can kind of shake it, make sure it's in position, give this girth just another couple of notches. And right here, I want to keep them still. I do not want them moving until I get my stick, because this is going to help me when I ask her to move. If I need to, I can reach out and touch them. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to ask her to move. Good. I do not want them getting scared in any way. If they do, I'm going to shut them down, get them to thinking. I just want my horse to walk. First time I saddle him. Just walk off. That's good. And I'm going to ask her to stop. Just like I was if I was lunging her. Step out in front of that drive line. I'm going to ask her to walk. Just walk. Just chill. We don't have to go anywhere fast. The time leading up to this point for the next year is the most critical and influential time that you'll have in this horse's life. And it can go good or it can go bad. If you're always in a hurry, you're probably going to get more bad than good. I'm going to bring her to a stop. Notice, I've done my homework and I've done my groundwork, and you noticed as soon as I took the pressure off from Lucy, how she just stopped. I didn't have to make her stop. She stopped because I quit moving my energy around. Tighten this girth up again. At this point, I'm going to start asking her to move just a little bit quicker, do a little bit more, and she might buck. But my goal, if she does, I'm going to shut her down. I'm going to step in front of that drive line, make her change direction. Get out of that thinking of that she has to go forwards and buck. just going to check that stop and that change of direction. Remember, my goal is for her not to buck. That tells me that I've done my homework well. She's listening to me, she's paying attention. She is not worried because she believes that I have not hurt her in any way. Change of direction. Now we're going to ask her just to trot a little bit. Typically, if you're going to have a problem, it's going to be at the lope. There, she felt the back cinch come on. Got a little worried. Notice, I shut her down. I just pulled on that, stepped out there, said, no, we're not going to do that. Gave her time to think and go, well, that was scary. Now it's not. There we go. Now we'll go to the right. We're going to have to trot a little bit. Be ready for if she tries to buck, shut her down. In my opinion, if you let your horse buck, you're teaching them to buck. I don't ever want my horses to know that they can buck around me. Take the pressure off, get her to stop. She faces me, says, hey leader, what are we doing? Gonna see if I can speed her up into the trot, do a little extended trot, and just see what she says. Notice she's kind of tucking that tail, so she's kind of thinking about pumping up a little bit with that speed. She's trying to figure out what's all this stuff bouncing on me and making noises. We're just gonna take it slow. Slow and steady wins the race. We are not gonna do anything to scare our horse at this time. There we go. Good. And we're gonna stop. Correct. There, she kind of puckered a little bit. Let her work through it. She didn't buck, so I didn't have to stop her. Speed her up a little bit. There we go. Easy. Change the direction. Up a little bit. Just watching her body language. Speed her up a little bit. Change direction. And stop. I would say that was pretty successful first saddling. there's going to be some good things come from this little mare. That's how you do it. Thank you.